I'm trying to turn the ordinary everyday into something a little bit more meaningful lately. Today is Friday and it's my day off. So I've got a little craft project. So if you want to stick with me and I'll show you what I'm doing, then please make yourself comfortable, get yourself a drink, and I hope that you enjoy the video. And you never know, it might just inspire you to do your own little craft project. So what my plan is, because I've got 3 t-shirts. I've got this little one. Now this is for my niece's little one who's 1, and it's a nice little lemon colour for the summer. I've got one for my granddaughter. We've gone for bright pink. And I've got one for myself, which is a pale lemon colour. And I've been on Canva and I've just wrote, well, I've got a word for myself and I am going with the word chic. Hopefully that is going to go on my t-shirt. And then for the little ones, it's going to be their names, Lily and Darcy. I picked these up from the range, these iron-on glitter foil sheets. When I bought these were 70p. So as you can see, I've got a gold glitter, I've got a silver glitter, and I've got this one which is like a rainbow type of glitter. I'm not 100% sure yet what's gonna have what, to be honest, but I am thinking maybe for mine it's either going to be the gold or the rainbow. I think the pink one for my granddaughter's going to definitely have the silver. I think that will stand out. And then I'll have to see about the lemon one. I'm not sure. I think maybe even the silver one for the little one. But I'll see as I'm doing it. But the very first thing that I have got to do is give these a good iron. In order for these to adhere properly, all the wrinkles need to be taken out, because if you put these sheets on and you've not given this a good iron, if there's any wrinkles, they will stay there. So that's the very first thing I'm going to do. So stay tuned and I'll be back very soon. My t-shirts are all nicely ironed, so that bit is out of the way. And what I'm going to do now is I've got to start cutting out the letters, and I've got to make sure I do this really carefully. When I've done that bit, I've then got to trace around them on one of these foil sheets, and again really carefully cut out the letters. And I think I'm going to start with this sheet one for myself, just because it's the largest and hopefully I won't make any mistakes. And if I do, I've kind of like got them ironed out when I get to before I get to the little ones. So that is my plan. So fingers crossed, and I'll see you in a flash. I'm having a bit of a problem. I've got these big sharp scissors which are okay in one way, but I also need, I've got a little pair of really sharp scissors and I can't find them. I've put them away somewhere, you know, safe as you do, and I think I'm going to need them for when I get to the little ones, because these are quite small and these are just far too big to be cutting this out. Disaster number 1. So that's half an hour of my life I am never ever going to get back, but I have found them, and they was down the side of the settee. Somehow they've worked, I've obviously used them while I've been on the settee, and they slipped down the side. I've got my word cut out, chic, and I've just been having a look at the instructions, and from what I can see, you cut your letter out, iron your garment, which I've already done, iron it on, and then you peel off like the protective layer off the front. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want any pen marks on here, so I'm going to actually turn this over and I'm going to do this from the back, but I do need to turn these letters this way. I need to do them backwards so that when I cut them out, they will be the correct way. That's the plan. So I'll see you when I've done this little bit. So I've got my first word cut out, which is chic, and that's one of the letters. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to position it on the t-shirt. And what I've got, and this is not strictly necessary, but I bought these at Amazon. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they're templates so that you put this up against the collar. And this is one, it's for an adult, and I've got an infant one, and I think there's a toddler and a youth. So you put this, when your t-shirt's laid flat, put this on it around the neck, and it tells you exactly, this is the depth from the collar where it should go, your motive, and also you can see where the center is. So I'm going to position mine now on my t-shirt, and the other thing that I've got is this tape, and this is heat resistance tape. So that will, I'm just going to stick it down. You don't need it, but it just helps keep it in place when you're ironing. And again, I got that off Amazon, and it's not very expensive. The other thing, and I'm not sure you should have to do this, because according to this, it's kind of like got a protective layer on it. But what I'm going to use is some grease-proof paper, which I'm going to lay over the top just to make sure that nothing burns. So I'm just going to get this together, and I'll be back. I thought I'd just show you this bit before I do anything else, and as you can see, I've got this little template in place so I can see exactly where the center line is, and it sits just under this little rim here. Now what you could do to make it a little bit easier is get your t-shirt and actually fold it in half, and you iron a crease line down the center so that your center on here matches the center when you iron it as well, just to make sure everything lines up correctly. Once that's all lined up, I'm going to stick it down with the heat resistant tape, and then I'll show you, well, I'll go down to the ironing board and show you the next bit. So this is the bit where I've got it taped down. I just thought I'd show you this little bit as well, and I've just stuck it straight across top and bottom. I'm now going to go and see if this actually will work with the iron, so fingers crossed that this does work. So I'm now going to have a go at ironing. I've got a little heat pad which I've put underneath the t-shirt. The only reason I've put it there is because I need to apply a bit of pressure, and I just want as much stability as I can. If I wasn't filming this, I'd have done it on the floor, but it's not very practical to film. So don't forget to put some grease-proof paper down. It's the type that you put in the oven. And I'm just gonna, fingers crossed it works. Give it a really good iron and hope it works. So I've just given it a really good iron. I'm now just taking the tape off, and I'll see what, if it's sticking. It does look like it's sticking. As I'm pulling the tape off, it's not pulling any of the letter up. So that's off. It's sticking. I can't get off my fingers. Now it says that there's a like a protective thing that you're supposed to peel back, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to grab hold of it. might be really, really fiddly to get off. Oh, got it. So what I'm going to do, let me just make sure this is actually off. Oh yeah, I'm really impressed. But what I'm going to do before I show you, that that's the plastic bit what's come off. I'm going to take it all off. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this back over it, and I'm going to give it a really good iron as well once I took all this off. I'm going to do the other two t-shirts, and then I'll come back and I'll show you them all, and I'll try this one on so you can see what it looks like. So bear with me, and I'll see you in a little while. And that is the finished product. I really like it. It has been so simple to do, and I've had a really nice lovely afternoon doing this. These are the other two that I've done. That is Lily's little t-shirt, and I put a love heart and a little flower on there, and they're just some wooden templates. That's the star, sorry, flower, and I don't know what I've done with the love heart there. They're just little wooden templates that I've used, and that one is for Darcy, and I've just put her a couple of little love hearts on. So I don't think I've done a bad job. My t-shirt was just from Primark. It was a £3 one, and this transfer was 70p. I've still got about half of this left, so I will be able to do something else with it. But if you are thinking about doing anything like this, what I've realised is that, and I'm glad I actually did it, I went for a really chunky font of Canva, something that was easy to cut out and also easy to trace. But yeah, I'm really pleased with these. I've had a really nice day. The whole day has been a really nice, simple day. I mean, we've had some really nice weather today. We've really had not only sunshine, but some real warmth today. So we started the day by just going and doing the weekly shop. That's me and David. Then we had a walk into town. We always like to have a walk into town, and we always stop off at a coffee shop. When we got back, when we was in town, David bought a couple of paddle bowls. We'd already bought the bats a couple of weeks ago from Lidl, and because the weather was so nice today, we've gone into the local park, and just as we was leaving the house to go and have a knockabout, my daughter called with one of my other older granddaughters, because she got the day off school because it's a teacher training day. So we've all been in the park and we've had a good knockabout. Really enjoyed it, and I've got some exercise in, which is always good. I've had my tea. I'm nicely filled up, so I'm now gonna clean my mess up. Isn't it amazing how much mess you can make? But yeah, I'm gonna clean my mess up, and then I'm gonna go and chill out in front of the telly, and hopefully we'll watch a bit of something on the telly. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know if I've inspired you to do one of these little t-shirts or something similar. You could do, I don't know, a canvas bag, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, and you don't need to buy any new t-shirt. You could use if you've got a plain one in the house, you can just use that. But yeah, let me know, have I inspired you at all, and what do you think of my designs? Let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye for now.